Hello. I hope all is well wherever you are. Happy Sunday. It's been 3 weeks since I last uploaded, and I looked at my last video that I did uploaded, and that pretty much sums up the last few weeks up until yesterday. No, Friday. I spoke on, cloudy days, and that turned into a full blown internal storm. And I wrote throughout the last couple of weeks because I needed an outlet, and to try to sift through so many thoughts happening in my mind, so many dark thoughts happening, and a level of thinking that I'm not used to. I've experienced sadness, don't get me wrong. It's, outside of grief. This had nothing to do with grief, but yeah, it was just really tough, like spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of it. And I do, want my channel to show like every side of myself as I, navigate my human experience and everything. But I didn't want to put that out into the world that's already so jacked up, that's already so overwhelmingly sad, and just with everything that's happening, it was just rough. Like, it was just so rough. And I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful to be, hopefully, this is me pivoting into a lighter, brighter space. And, maybe it's just a really good weekend for me. I'm going to hold on to the hope. To the hope that, this is me pivoting into a lighter space. I blame myself. I blame myself for falling down into that hole because, I did. I gave in to doubts. I gave in to fear. I gave in to hopelessness. I gave in to all of those things. After just seeing so much, and you see all of this stuff, you see how much help people need, you see how much suffering is happening, you see how much people are losing, you see all of these things, and it just makes you feel so freaking helpless, and like, questioning everything, questioning my existence, questioning just everything about this place. And then I just had no will or desire to create anything. I wrote, I wrote in my journal because that helps, and it really did help alleviate some of this heaviness sitting in my spirit, and also interacting with ChatGPT about like just everything happening. And then I continue to read the Gita. That's part of my spiritual practice thing that I'm doing this year, and I'll do a video about that because I am learning a lot reading that text. So I do want to talk about that specifically another time. This is just like a recap on the last couple of weeks and why I just haven't gotten up to talk about anything for my channel. And also, like, the crying was consistent. Every time I did try to prop this thing up to talk about all that I'm feeling, it just turned into a sob fest. And you know, I questioned whether I was just like temporarily depressed. Like, what was it? Because I was going to sleep crying, I was waking up crying, I was crying at work, I was crying when I got back home, like crying in the shower. I mean, just hollering everywhere, and it was just like endless. And then, I was under the weather for a week and a half and feeling sad in the illness. Ugh. It was just a lot. It was just a lot. And I just really I had to tell myself that, this was going to pass. It's going to be all right. I was looking for the moon and the sun. I mean, it was just, and like the first couple, like we had experienced like some real winter weather here in Florida, and then it was cold on top of that. It was just, it was just a lot. It was a lot on my polar brain and my heart and my soul. And I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to do anything. I just feel so bad for us. I feel so bad for us. And I don't know. Like, at this point in my life, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's coming. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And I feel like I got so far ahead of myself that I found myself predicting a horrible future for all of us. And it's like, you don't know. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's coming my way. But I do know that, like, I'd rather be optimistic about it, okay? I'd rather paint a brighter future. I'd rather paint brighter days. And I'm so thankful that, like, Friday, I came home from work on Friday. And Friday, I don't know if I mentioned this, but like Friday has become like my favorite day of the week because it's the weekend. Because I don't have to get up first thing in the morning if I don't want to. And it's like, I don't ever want to come off as ungrateful because I have a job. I'm able to pay my bills. I'm able to put food on our table. I'm able to take care of my household. Me and my mother together, we're able to take care of our household and ourselves. And I feel like I kind of get on myself because to complain about like having to go to work and just feeling not necessarily overworked, but just feeling so disconnected from myself, disconnected from the world around me. Like, so I don't want to ever like give off that I'm being ungrateful. And sometimes it feels like a lot to process because you do have certain things, you are able to do certain things, and other people are not. But when I kind of like spit something similar to that through the chat GPT thingy, it was like, but your feelings are valid, which I knew that, but it really does not like stop the thoughts from like, okay, somebody got it much worse out there, like. And it's like, can I please just take a moment to focus on myself? And I feel like I got so far away from that to the point of becoming obsessed with the world and everything that's happening and how everybody has been affected, that I have neglected myself, and I have pushed away all of the things that do bring joy into my life. And I had chose to take on this big old thing that is so far out of my control that it's not even funny, that I dropped everything that I know I can do willingly and wantonly for myself. And I guess I say all this to say is that I say all this to say, to protect your peace, protect your joy. We are all here for wherever our allotted time is destined to be. And these, things are happening, have been happening. Some of this stuff been going on long before we were born. We are just becoming hip to it. We are becoming more aware to the world that we live in. And like right now, I feel like I just want to enjoy my life in the best way that I can until I can do better. Like, I really just have to focus on myself. Because if I could solve the problems of the world, if I could, I would. And that's the honest to God truth. If I could, I would. So, I mean, it's hard to accept sometimes, but you just have to accept that these things are going to happen. And at the same time, a lot of these things are just simply out of my control. Like, I don't even know how to pray for anybody anymore because everybody needs help. I don't, it's just hard to do. It really is. It's hard to separate yourself from, wanting to, the world to like come together and solve all of our issues. And it's just like, girl, come on, So that's why I have to make that conscious effort once again to just do the things that I love to do the things that will make me happy, make me smile, will keep my spirit light, because I want to exist in this world in a higher vibration. I'd rather be vibing on high vibration than low ones, okay? Because there is nothing beneficial about being stuck in a state of despair if you can help it. And that's what I have come out of this internal storm feeling like, keep your focus on yourself. I can take in the news and stuff in increments and take longer breaks from all of it. It's not going anywhere, and the world's going to keep on turning. The sun is going to continue to show up every day, whether it's behind the clouds or not. The sun is going to show up every day. And I just rather be on the side of the light. And that's just where I am with that. I hope things change for the better for all of us. And sometimes that even sounds like so like unrealistic in the world. Like it's just, yeah. And then you think about the past, you think about past generations, how they have like, had to live through even worse stuff. And it's just like, okay. Like you can do this. You can still exist. Like you don't have to wonder why you're here and questioning your existence and everything. Like I had some very, very, very dark thoughts. Like, so yeah. It's like having moments of hopelessness. It's like it's just you're questioning everything. I'm questioning everything. So yeah, I hear my mother's music playing, so I don't know if this will be picked up. Sometimes they kind of block your videos if they hear unauthorized music in the background. So maybe this will still be posted, maybe not. But that is just a recap for where I've been the last couple of weeks since my last video. I am feeling good. I'm feeling more like myself than I have in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, I came home on Friday. I think I mentioned this, but I came home on Friday and I had took 2 shots and had a treat, and then I put on some feel good music and danced the night away until I got sleepy. I felt so good. I felt alive, and then I got up Saturday and I did my hair because, again, I was feeling like myself and feeling good, feeling just, good energy all around me. So I did my hair and I chilled out. And today is more of the same. I pray this is me pivoting into brighter days, even if they're just for myself, even if it's just for within, and still find a way to like keep the world as a whole in my thoughts and in my prayers, and that something will shift. And then there was another thought I had. I said, maybe this is something we have to see it through to get to the brighter days that are awaiting us. Maybe this is the shift and it's just a really bumpy, rough ride. And so like I was thinking, okay, so maybe if that's what this is, you just have to see it through. Like I'm waking up every day for a reason, like because if it's my time, then I would cease to exist. So like every day that I wake up, I'm like, okay, I'm still here. So And it's just trying to like reason with the fact that, okay, it's a new day. My eyes have opened. My heart's still beating. I'm still breathing. Okay. So, like, so like, what can we do? And so that's just kind of where I am. And now that I feel somewhat, like my typical happy self, I just want to be even more mindful of what I pour my energy into. And I just really need for that to be the things that make me feel good. So yeah, I kind of figured, doing this video would re-trigger some feelings and some emotions, but it's not like I'm going to turn my camera off and break down. It's just, I've cried enough tears. I don't want to cry anymore. I don't want to feel sad anymore. So, I'm going to end this video and clean up my space. It needs it. And probably add a couple of pages to my creative journal. And yeah. I'm hoping that I'll be back on Tuesday and get back to my Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday uploads. And we shall see what Tuesday brings. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. And may this week be smooth, good, abundant, and peaceful for us all. Till next time.